So obviously on the internet we've got a lot of weird places, a weird load of subsections. We've got anime Twitter, we've got football Twitter, we've got paedophile riddle Minecraft. It just doesn't stop, it just continues to get weirder and weirder. But today we're not going to be looking at anime accounts, we're not going to be looking at football Twitter accounts, we're not going to be looking at Lion Maker. We're going to be looking at fanfiction on Tumblr. Now my personal view of Tumblr is I think it's a fucking shithouse. It's probably one of the worst websites on the internet. If I had to describe Tumblr in one word, it would just be death. Now there are some really strange places on Tumblr. It's known for self-harm, depression, all that sort of good shit. Not good shit. And in real life, people fangirl, fanboy over certain famous people, footballers, artists, all that sort of good shit. But now people have recently begun to fantasize over YouTubers. And I'm a big fan of writing, and I'm a big fan of, in general, fanboy. I mean, for example, here's one of my tweets of when I'm fanboying over a footballer. Kill me. And I feel like that's the level it should really, stop at. We should just get to that point when you're telling them you love them, that's all good. But then it does get a bit too far on Tumblr. I mean, some of the things I've seen on there, it should be illegal. It really shouldn't be allowed to be portrayed onto the internet or in general imagination, because I'm all for freedom of speech, but this is just fucking weird. Now, the first section of Tumblr we're going to be looking at is from the Sidemen. And if you're not familiar with these chaps, here they are.
It's one of the great Commodore final girls from the
So as you can see, pretty harmless people, and make some fairly decent content, got a lot of subs, so they're going to have a bit of a fan base. And on Tumblr, you could say they have a massive fan base, and a lot of it is a bit fucking weird. So the way to find this fiction is pretty simple. Just type in Sidemen fiction. As you can see, a bit of love for our boy Mini Minter. It just gets a bit strange when you actually read it. All this could be yours, Mini Minter. Part 2. So let's take a little read at this amazing novel.
I woke up in Simon's room with a pounding headache, and his arm around my waist and his head in the crook of my neck. I carefully untangle myself from him and slip on my clothes from the floor, before finding a scrap of paper on the desk, which was a mess. 000000000. Sorry for running. Call me. I put my boots back on and slip out the room, closing the door behind me and running right into Vic.
Can you imagine that? You wake up from a night of romance with Mini Minter. First thing you see in the morning is Vicstar123. Now already from reading this, I'm just thinking, what the fuck's going on? This is just confusing, and it's kind of creepy. But let's continue.
Hey, I say awkwardly, looking at my shoes. He looks a little surprised to see me come out, and then smiles. Hey Jess, Amanda is in Josh's room, but he said that she told you just to go home.
So what we can kind of establish from this story already is that the Sidemen are using their fans as sex slaves. That would be a good title. Now I'm going to skip ahead, and I'm just going to go to the final bit of this.
Someone knocks off his door, and I quickly pull on my underwear and one of his shirts while he answers and puts on boxers. Hey Simon, do you want anything from Nando's? Vic asks from the other side. Sure, whatever, he says. I hear Vic walk away and the front door open and shut again. Is anyone home, I question? Nope, Josh is at his friend's for the weekend and JJ is visiting home. I roll over I roll over on top of him and smile. Round 2.
I honestly cannot believe someone's written this. Now I probably don't really have the time to read all of these to you, but if you guys want to check it out, you can fully understand how bad Sidemen Tumblr is. It is pretty fucking terrible. And there isn't just one story, there is plenty. As you can see here, there is just long descriptive writing from their fans. Basically just, it's just a lot of sexual fantasies, and it's kind of weird. So after that, you're probably thinking it can't actually get any worse, because it really shouldn't have to get worse than that. But I'm sorry, it gets much worse. We're going to look at the side of Tumblr based on the god of YouTube himself, LeafyIsHere.
Don't look at me, don't look at me, don't look at me, Fucking hell.
Now after briefly reading this section of Tumblr, I can promise you this is fucking cancer. This is the worst side of the internet I've ever been on. And I've seen some pretty bad stuff on the internet. I've seen beheadings, but to me, this is worse. Maybe that's a bit far, but this is terrible. Now again, I don't really want to search this. I really don't want to search this. Now the first one you see is, imagine Leafy treating you on your birthday.
You heard as you opened your eyes, turning around to see a sweetly smiling Calvin to the side of you. You moaned, pushing him away and flipping back over to stuff your head into the pillow. To this he started shaking at you and saying, "Come on, you gotta wake up. I prepared breakfast and everything."
That's not bad, but just to read this just makes me cringe.
To this you turned around to see a smirking Calvin. I knew that would get you up. This is so bad. He said, getting off the bed and walking around to the side. You sat up, rubbing your eyes and looking up at him. He put his arms out to you, and you gave a confused look. Placing your feet on the cold carpet, he still had his arms out as you stood up. "Come here, you child."
Now, that sounds weird. That sounds line maker-esque. I mentioned paedophilia in Minecraft earlier. If it's in here, I'm gone. So let's just get down to the end of it.
Thank you for today, honestly. You make me... I want to kill myself reading this. You make me the happiest girl in the world. You say with a smile, looking into his brown glossy eyes and looking at the man you called your boyfriend. "Anything for you," Calvin replied, kissing you again. And both ended up watching some YouTube videos until you fell asleep cuddled up to him. What the actual fuck?
I'm glad they haven't included any sex in that, because I really wouldn't want to have to read that to you, and I'm pretty sure my flatmates can hear this. I mean, just searching LeafyIsHere comes up with some weird stuff. It's just a lot of weird stuff, like "I can't believe I woke up to this," a load of fan art, and I've got no problem with fan art, but it's just when somebody like Leafy has a dedicated section to him on Tumblr, and I haven't got a problem with the bloke, but it's just some of the fans and what they're saying. It's just creepy. So we've looked at a bit of Sidemen Tumblr, we've looked at a bit of LeafyIsHere Tumblr. It's pretty fucking cancer. We can all agree with that, yeah? Or you thought it wouldn't get any worse than people writing about waking up to Mini Minter and bumping into Vicstar, or kissing and cuddling LeafyIsHere. That, you think it wouldn't get worse, but there's a little thing called Cynical. Cynical. You know, we have a lot of privilege in this country, in England. You're allowed to basically say what you want. You can borderline do what you want as long as it's legal. And that's all good. We've got a lot of privilege. So, out of all the stuff we can do in our freedom of speech, we go and create Cynical. We combine Pyrocynical and Imallexx and make fan fiction. This is Brexit Britain. Alright, let's just fucking do this. Having to actually search Cynical is quite... It worries myself, even if it is just for research. As you can see, it's basically people shipping Pyro and Alex as a couple. What the fuck? Alex put up a tweet saying,
"I'm going to fuck Niall so hard next time I see him." And they captioned it with, "They're talking about Cynical."
We've been exposed. The gist is that they actually think something's going on there. But that's not too bad. It just gets worse. See, this is for me, this fan art is... I speak to these guys, and when I see this, it's just weird to see that. I don't think I'm going to actually ever be able to look at these guys again after seeing that. This needs to stop. We need to stop making stuff like this. I understand fan fiction, maybe, sort of, probably not, but this, why? That was very aggressive. I'm sorry. But can we just stop this? Somebody even uploaded a message on Discord from Pyro saying,
"Have you guys seen Alex-Pyro? Very bad. I hate it."
So do I. So, let's just stop it. Yeah, let's just stop this. Why have we been given the internet to make this? No. It literally is fucking cancer. I'm not exaggerating. This is wrong. This is an abomination. Alex and Niall shouldn't be shit. Oh, this is such a bad video. At least on Tumblr, I'm not sure if anywhere else on the internet, but at least on Tumblr, there is no written paragraphs about them two. There might be, but I haven't found any, and at least I can have a bit of faith in humanity restored. That's a fucking good meme. So I don't actually have a problem with fans making art. It's just when it gets a bit creepy, like Cynical. I mean, when I see art like this, it just makes me want to leave the country. It just makes me want to move somewhere with no internet connection, so I don't have to remember and believe that there are actually fan arts of Alex and Pyro. In summary, we just kind of need to stop this. We need to think about evolution, or in this case, de-evolution, and just think where we're going in this world. If there's stuff like Mini Minter fanfiction, LeafyIsHere fanfiction, or even Alex and Pyro fanfiction, we need to have a good long thought about what we're doing. Because why is there no iNabber and ML Joe fiction? I'm joking. Don't fucking never, ever do that, or I will kill myself. Cheers for watching. Have a good day.